Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the similarities and differences of two well-known gods, one from Greek mythology and the other from Roman mythology, Zeus and Jupiter. Before we begin, if you want to see more mythology-related content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. Greek and Roman mythology are closely intertwined. Although both Greek and Roman mythology are very similar, they are also influenced by cultural differences. Much of Roman mythology was greatly inspired by Greek mythology. Both Zeus and Jupiter are kings of the gods and are associated with the sky, thunder, lightning, and justice. However, some of the greater differences between Zeus and Jupiter are when it comes to culture. Zeus was met with some mixed feelings. He was seen as the king of the gods and the great upholder of justice. He was sly, sneaky, and vindictive. Greek mythology often shows Zeus as being fallible with human-like flaws. The Romans, on the other hand, had a more serious-minded view of Jupiter, who was seen as dignified, moral, and a solemn protector of the state. He symbolized the Roman ideals of duty, faithfulness, and law. Both Zeus and Jupiter are depicted with an eagle and thunderbolt. They are also often associated with an oak tree, which is a symbol of strength and endurance. The worship of Zeus was central to Greek religious practice, and he was shown in a variety of different contexts, from athletic competitions to daily sacrifices. Jupiter was also central to Roman state religion, but he was also particularly associated with the Roman political institution. His temple was on the Capitoline in Rome. It was often the focus of the official religion of the Roman state. Zeus and Jupiter are often involved in many of the same myths and are often in the same role. This is because the Romans used many of the Greek myths but replaced the Greek gods with their own Roman gods. While both Zeus and Jupiter are often shown with a beard, there are some differences. Zeus is often shown sitting with a scepter and a thunderbolt. Jupiter is often shown in a similar way, but Roman art also depicts him standing and holding a staff instead of a scepter, or driving a chariot pulled by 4 horses. Zeus and Jupiter are considered to be the father of gods and men, and had many children. They have different personalities. Zeus is often seen as more personable and playful, involved in many different romantic adventures, and can also be whimsical, vengeful, and compassionate. On the other hand, Jupiter tends to be more serious, stern, and solemn. In both mythologies, Zeus and Jupiter are well known for their many different affairs. Despite being married to Hera in Greek mythology or Juno in Roman mythology, they both had many lovers and many children outside of their marriages. Their many children are a mix of gods, mortals, and heroes. Zeus was deeply integrated in the daily life and culture of the ancient Greeks. Cities had patron gods. For example, Athens' patron was the goddess Athena, Zeus's daughter. The Olympic Games was dedicated to Zeus. It was and continues to be held every 4 years. In ancient Greece, it was held in Olympia. On the other hand, Jupiter was more of a symbol of the Roman state and power. His role was more institutional in his associations with the Roman political and legal system. Both Zeus and Jupiter play a role in maintaining power. They both intervene in conflicts of gods and humans alike. They have the last say, as their decisions were often considered the final decision. Another difference are the depictions of Zeus transforming into various animals or humans during his many different adventures. Some of the more famous myths involve him transforming into things like a swan, bull, or a shower of gold to woo and coerce his lovers. While Jupiter also had multiple love affairs, the Roman myths don't really put an emphasis on him shapeshifting. Both Zeus and Jupiter had rocky relationships with their wives, Hera in Greek mythology and Juno in Roman mythology. Their wives were often jealous and vengeful due to their husbands' affairs. When it comes to upbringing, both myths are extremely similar. Both Jupiter and Zeus grew up in hiding. Their fathers Cronus in Greek mythology and Saturn in Roman mythology feared a prophecy that one of their children would grow up and overthrow them. To avoid the prophecy from coming true, Cronus and Saturn ate their children before they were born. In short, Ops in Roman mythology, or Rhea in Greek mythology, grew tired of their children being eaten by their husbands. After Jupiter in Roman mythology was born and Zeus in Greek mythology, Ops and Rhea came up with a plan to save their children. They wrapped a stone in cloth and gave it to Saturn and Cronus. They believed it was their children and ate the stone. Despite their best efforts and thanks to the intervention of Zeus and Jupiter's mothers, they later grew up to overthrow their fathers, which, as mentioned before, led to a new generation of gods. Both Zeus and Jupiter played a pivotal role in overthrowing an older generation of gods, Titans in Greek mythology, and giants in Roman mythology, to establish the rule of their own new generation of gods. In Rome, Jupiter was often called Optimus Maximus, meaning the best and greatest. This version of Jupiter became one of the most important and was considered the patron of the Roman state, laws, and social order. There isn't an exact parallel in the Greek Zeus's tradition. Both Zeus and Jupiter were believed to communicate with the human world through signs interpreted by priests and priestesses. At the Oracle of Dodona, the rustling of leaves of an old oak tree was thought to deliver Zeus's responses to prayers, while in Rome, natural phenomena such as thunder and lightning were seen as expressions of Jupiter's wishes. Zeus had strong relationships with gods and goddesses. For example, Zeus's relationship with his daughter, Athena, the goddess of wisdom, was given more emphasis in Greek mythology than in Roman mythology, with Jupiter's relationship to Minerva, Athena's Roman equivalent. Another example is the connection between Zeus and Dionysus, the god of wine and fun, which was a part of Greek mythology that didn't carry over into Roman mythology with Jupiter. Both Greek and Roman mythology are very similar to one another, and often its many stories are the same with minor differences. Despite their superficial similarities, there are differences that are shaped by cultural contexts of ancient Greece and Rome. Thanks for watching. We hope you learned something new. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more mythology content in the future. Until next time.